Hey, what's up, pretty life without pants with another Path of Exile video, and in today's video we're going to be leveling through Act 4 faster. Now, I split up Act 4. You just killed Dominus at the top of the tower, and I split up Act 4 into 4 general parts. So there's the intro, the mines, the dreams, the beast, and the exit, and that's 5 parts, you may notice. So the first part is just this zone here, the aqueduct, and this is one of the most simple zones in the game. So it's a straight line. It's like blood aqueducts, but before blood aqueducts. So you just run straight through, and we're eventually going to get to Highgate. This is a pretty decent zone for... There's quite a few magic monsters here as well in the campaign, so this can be a good place to pick up a level if you are so inclined. I mean, it's the same as the blood aqueducts pretty much, so you can go off this way, and there's another like magic pack over here. So if you've done lots of blood aqueduct runs, I know I certainly have, then this is going to be a real easy zone. So we come into Highgate, and the first thing we do is we just go straight down here into the dried lake. You don't need to talk to anyone, don't need to do anything, you just need to go straight down into the dried lake, and then you just pretty much go straight forwards. Now I've hit a little wall here, but we just go straight around it, and you're looking for a little book on the mini-map. So I brought my mini-map up here, and it's generally sort of straightforward and across a bit. So we're just going straightforward and across a bit. And here's the book, and this is Vol, and you kill Vol, and he drops the his confession. He drops his, I think it's Deshret's banner, and you pick that up, and you can go straight back in. Or Dried Lake, also a very good place to pick up a couple of levels if you're under-leveled. Maybe you've been zooming too fast, but you pick up that, and you come straight over here into the next section, the mines. And the mines level 1, pretty easy. Again, almost exactly a straight line. I think there's a couple of like little loops, but basically if you follow these things here, these tracks, it's the mines, so there's going to be tracks, mining cart tracks, and you can just basically follow these and they'll take you. It's the zone exit is sort of over here. So you start down at the bottom right, and it's always in the top left. So if we just zoom along here, and here we go. Here's the mines level 2. Now in the mines level 2, there is a skill point to pick up. I have already done that, so it won't appear on my map, but if you look for a little exclamation mark on your map, this again is pretty much a straight line, but it can get a little janky sometimes. I think this is probably the area where the skill point would be. I think this purple crystal here is actually what was holding the spirit of Deshret, and so you can just go touch that, and she is set free, and then you're basically looking for an exit in the top left again. So this time I just sort of follow the tracks a little bit and try to aim for the top left, maybe up this way. And there we go, we're off to the Crystal Veins. And the Crystal Veins, again, it's a shocker. It's a straight line. This was one of the first acts that GGG released after Act 3, so after the big update. So this is shockingly just a long straight line. Games design has come a long way. But, oh, there's also the excavated hideout that appears in Crystal Veins as well, if you haven't found that already. And then you'll see there's a little waypoint here, and there'll be a machine here and Lady Diala here. And then we're onto the dream section. And usually at this point, when I pick up this waypoint, this is when I go back to Act 3 and I go and do my lab. So usually this is a monster level 33 zone, 36 zone rather, and I'm usually around 35, something like that, or 32. And so I will go and do my lab, and then I will come and do Kaom's Dream and Dereso's Dream. Now, Kaom's Dream is, again, there's lots of straight lines in this one, and not much to worry about. So you could just stick to one side of a wall, and you will eventually get to the exit. You might go around a little bit, but see, I'm just sticking to the right-hand side of the wall here. And you will eventually get to the second section of Kaom's Dream. So this could take a little while, but again, lots of a fair amount of magic monsters in this zone, so a good place to pick up some extra XP if you need to. So So sticking to the wall here. There are some technologies to do skips here. I'm not going to do those because I think that's a little bit too advanced for this, and I think you need to like zoom in. You need to zoom the camera in, and you need to be using Leap Slam. So, and I don't have that. So we're off to Kaom's Stronghold here. Now, Kaom's Stronghold, there is a crafting. There's a immediately after you get into Kaom's Stronghold, there is a waypoint just here, boop, and then there is a crafting recipe. I believe it's here. This is the crafting recipe. It even says crafting recipe, and I think this one is colors for sockets. So, like, you know, one red, one blue, and in Deresso's Dream, there is the counterpart, which is the number of, you know, like 2 sockets, 1 socket, 4 sockets, that kind of thing. So again here, this is pretty much yeah, I say a straight line, but we're going around everywhere. But I just stick to one side of the wall, so I'm just sticking pretty much to the right-hand side of the wall. And then we're just going to go straight up towards where Kaom is. Now, Kaom can be a pretty easy fight if you can read it. We're going to see if we can... I think my Mirage Archer might kill him if we go in too quickly. So I'm going to let the Mirage Archer time out. So I think just up here's a little way, and then we'll find Kaom. Yeah, okay, so here it is. And then I'll let my Mirage Archer time out. Now, when you come up to kill Kaom, he will always have these... You see these little fiery projectiles? They'll always be on one side. So right now they're over here. So there's basically 3 sides. There's this lava thing here, there's this lava thing here, and there's this lava thing here, this little outflow of lava. And they spit out these balls of fire. Goodness gracious. And they do this little, I don't know if you saw that, a little shockwave of fire before it does that. So the next time we'll see it, it's about to end on this one. Or maybe it did the same one twice. Yeah, there you go. So you see that little shockwave there. And then that's how you know, okay, now my sort of battle area is over here, and I need to stay away from this bit up here. This stopped me getting killed in Kaom so much. So I think it's going to do another one in a second. There we go. See, it's going to be on this side. And then after a while, he asks Piety to aid him, which is a bit weird. But occasionally he'll do, you know, 2 of these will happen at the same time. So there'll be 2 of these, like this one will happen and this one will happen, and then your battle area is just over here. So it's just restricting you into a slightly smaller area of play. So we call him, and we go straight back to Highgate. And then we go right back to the Crystal Veins again, where Lady Diala is waiting for us. And you get a quest item from Kaom that he drops, and if you are low on inventory space, you can talk to Lady Diala and she will take it out of your inventory for you before you go into Deresso's Dream. Pretty useful if you're pretty low on inventory space. So, into Deresso's Dream. This zone, again, it's kind of like, it's almost a straight line. Well, I mean, the path to the exit is always a straight line, I suppose. But there are these little zones where you get locked in, these little trap areas. There's a few different layouts for this, and you see these little things just come down, and we're trapped in the arena. And then once you kill everything, you get released. This is not the right way. It's down here, and then it's usually sort of, it's off to the left, usually. There's a lot of going from right to left in Path of Exile. So coming, oh no, this is a bait area as well. So then coming all the way down to the bottom here, and we kill all the stuff in this trap area. It's arena. Oh, my internet is having some issues today. We'll see if this if I manage to live through this. Yep. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'm just stuck. And then it should be just over here, the exit. And in the Grand Arena, there is a very specific order that it's always the same. It's always the same. The Grand Arena is always the same. You come up first out of Duresso's dream and into the Grand Arena, and there's going to be a waypoint just ahead of you. Over here. And then there's going to be the crafting recipe right here. So you want to make sure you pick that up. And then you're going to go straight forwards into the arena. And then from this arena, you go straight forwards. Oh man, my internet is lagging today. And then from this part, you go straight forwards again. And then in this arena, you go straight forwards once more. I'm not actually trying to stop at any point here, but my internet has other ideas. So if the video cuts out at any point, that's why. So then you get to this plaque, and this is actually a different layout to the one I'm used to. But then you just go straight forward here, and then this shuts this area. And there's 3 dudes over here, and you come over here, you kill them, and then you go straight forwards again. And then you go straight forwards, and then you're in the Ring of Blades. So basically, if you can keep going in a straight line, then always do so. If you take a right or a left unnecessarily, then you'll end up in a different arena, and you'll have to kill. It'll take you a lot longer. So we killed Duresso. He does. Yes, there's a phased boss fight. So we just have to wait. But oh, actually, we don't have to wait. But you kill Duresso. He drops his quest item, and then we can go off to Lady Diala again. Alright, so it's off to the Beast section of Act 4, which is basically the Belly of the Beast and the Harvest. Now, we're just going to, during the campaign, you would talk to Lady Diala, you would give her the Kaom's Dream and Duresso's Dream quest items, and then she uses this machine thing here to tunnel into the Beast. And the Beast is pretty linear. There's a couple of sort of dead ends, but it's not... most of Act 4 is, to be honest, quite linear. So I usually just go straight, and then if there's a junction, then I take a right, because you want to go like up here, basically. So I usually go this way, and then usually I come across a dead end, 1 or 2 dead ends, but nothing that takes you a lot of time. So here we are, Belly of the Beast. So as you can see in our, let me just see if I can, yeah. As you can see on our mini-map here, we've basically just gone diagonally up and to the left. And that's what we're aiming for. So into the Belly of the Beast level 2, and this is very similar. So you come in here and you want to go basically up and to the left as well. So again, there's a couple of places where you may come across a dead end. But if you keep going, see here we found a little loop, and it's dead end, but not too much of a ways off the beaten path. So if we just come up here, and then I think this curves around here, and this is where we fight Piety in the bowels of the Beast.
You see what happens when you
so you kill this lady, and then she's going to open this gateway for us. She starts to talk to us. She gets a little quest icon above her, and we talk to her, and this opens up, and then we're into the Harvest. Now the Harvest, there's a waypoint pretty much straight after you enter. So you come in here, and then you go turn to the right up here, and there's a little waypoint, and Piety is waiting for you here. And then the way I usually do this is I go off to the right here after getting the waypoint, and the first one you find is Chevron. So Duedre's arena. So you kill her and you take the item she has as a quest item. There, it's a harvest. So you're harvesting bits of, I think it's Malachi's organs. Then you come down here and you find Malagara's arena, and you kill this guy. So we've gone past the waypoint here, and then this is a loop here. So we go up here, and then you will get to Chevron here. So you find Chevron, and then we kill this lady. She wants to slice away the ugly. We kill this lady, and then we come down here, and we've got all of our organs. We talk to Piety, we go into the Black Core, and we go fight Malachi. Now the Malachi fight is... it's got phases. So the first phase is you are going to damage Malachi, and then Piety will become vulnerable. So you want to get Malachi down to there, and then she becomes vulnerable, and you kill her a little bit, and then she basically makes him vulnerable, and you kill him a bit, and that makes she then become vulnerable, and then make him vulnerable, and then he just comes over here and he yeets her with a spear. I don't think my potion is gonna be able to help her, my potion of healing. So she's trying to pull herself off it. So you go into the Black Heart, and then Malachi is going to become vulnerable, and once you do enough damage, then he's going to open up one of these things. These are like little hearts of the beast. And then you kill the heart, and then you do it all again. So he comes over here, he opens this one up, and then you damage him again, and then he comes over here, he opens this one up. It's always in the same order. Damage him again, come over here, and he opens this one up. You kill him, you leave. And that's most of Act 4 done. Then it's just the exit section. So at this point, you can just go over and talk to Tasuni, because he has the quest point for the Deshret's ghost that we found earlier on in Mines Level 2. And you talk to Diala and Oyen, and they give you a couple of gems as rewards. Also, this is a good time to talk to Petrus and Vagina, just in case you need something like... They've got all the one alch, I think, or one chance jewels here. So they got some of the better jewels in the game. So yeah, the one alch and one chance, both of them. So if you want something like returning projectile support, or I think like GMP is here as well. There's a lot of really decent gems here that you just get access to when you've done some quests here. So a good time to pick those up before you head off to Act 5. You just go to the Ascent here. And the Ascent is fairly... It's always the same. I don't think this zone ever changes. You go basically straight up, and you get to a bridge. And there's a road around here as well, and the road always leads to the bridge over this little chasm where we found Einar. And then if you follow the road again, it'll take you to another bridge. But this one has fallen down. So if you see over here, this one's fallen down. But then you keep following the bridge. Oh my god, Chaos Orb. Then it goes up to the top. And there's a little sort of, a little way over the chasm here. And you come all the way over here and you find the resonator. And so you just boop the lever, and then this is going to take us to the last area of Act 4. So this is the Oriath portal. And you just jump in here. You terminate it in here. Like, you just remove part of this wall. This dude comes over and he thinks like, you know what? I think I could take that guy. So come over here, take the waypoint, and then this zone is like a big loop. You have to go in a big loop for this. So if you stick to the left-hand side of the character, then you'll be fine. If you also stick to the right-hand side, well, you'll see in a second, we'll get to the point where there's a little barrier that basically we need to be on the other side of. So if we go up here, then here is the barrier. This is it. So you can't get past this. So you have to go basically in a loop around here, and we're going to end up on the other side. So at this point, you just hug the wall, and we'll go straight around. And we'll end up on the other side, and then here's that was the guy. We killed him pretty quickly. This guy's still alive, the Karui rebel. But you kill this guy, and then the stairs drop to the Overseer's Tower, and now we're in Act 5. So that's it for this video. I hope it is useful. Let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions, or if there's any other efficiencies that I have missed, because I'm always trying to get better at this as well. I'm getting my axe time down, but I hope you enjoyed this. I think these are really, really useful videos for me to make, just to remind myself how to do the campaign. But I hope you learned something. I hope you are kind to everyone you meet. I love you all very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.